Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite Collection 102 Rhea Ripley figure from Mattel. It's been way too long since we got a Rhea Ripley Elite, and here we are. So how good is it? Let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks really good, and honestly, I thought there was going to be a little more reuse, but there's not. This is actually pretty much all original, except our head sculpt is the same as we got on that last Elite. And as you can see, just the makeup's different, so definitely kind of gives it a different, obviously, feel, but you know, the exact same head sculpt, just different paint. So there is that. I love this figure, by the way. So obviously I was getting the new Rhea Ripley. I think there's a lot of really good stuff here. I love the way they kind of made the tattoos under the gear itself. Like, it just shows off very nicely, and has kind of it looks as it should. I think my only critique here is, like, she doesn't look buff enough. Her arms are a little thin, she's got bigger lats, so it's like, needs to be more buff. She's the muscle mommy. And I did see someone on Instagram actually do a mod where they switched out the top half of the torso here, and it almost looked perfect. I don't know what they did or what they used for that, but it looked incredible. But other than that, I think everything is great. The gear is spot on. Those purples are very, very nice. Even the like belt piece here looks awesome. That silver really pops. All details are there. Pretty much the only thing isn't painted here is the belt buckle. I thought the boots were going to be reused from this original, but they're not. As you can see, there's actually a little more detailing in the older one. That and the boots aren't quite as high, so some new stuff there. So a lot of original sculpt. There's a lot of really good stuff going on here aesthetically. Very straightforward and to the point when it comes to accessories. So right out of the box, we do get those metal horn hands, which we actually saw with the last one as well. Difference here being that she has the tattoos on the back of the left hand, and they didn't do any nail polish. Then we get a pair of C grips. Again, left hand has the tattoos, so excellent work there. Then finally, we get her entrance vest. So we got this great detailing all around. You can see like the silver skulls, a lot of the studs here are done very well. The actual jacket had taller spikes here, but obviously that's gonna be very hard to do in a kind of rubbery material like this. So considering the limiting factors of an action figure, I think they did great. They got the studs coming all the way down to the bottom, and that lining with the skulls. Just really cool details, and they kind of really brought it with this. So excellent piece. So that's accessories. Articulation and balance here are definitely both decent, and as you can see, we can get a freestanding kick. One ankle is definitely looser than the other, so I had to use the other foot than what I generally do for this pose, but still very, very good there. Then we come to the head, and we do get a little bit of up. I can get it to focus. There we go. I get a little bit up, a little bit down. It's definitely more than we got with her last Elite. The head sculpt, at that point, they just like left, there was no room. There was actually like, they just left absolutely nothing here. That seems like they kind of added some more room there. So that is nice. It's still not great. Like, still can't look up and down, but you know, still good. We definitely get some tilt. We get rotation, obviously. We are at hinge and swivel at the arms, coming up to just about our T. We do have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Absolutely, you just love to see it. There we go. So we get completely in half there. Then we get hinge and swivel at the wrists. Man, focus not working tonight. Sorry, y'all. There we go. Then we get the ball joint in the diaphragm. So we're coming forward for, you know, just kind of tiniest bit of crunch. Really nice arch back though. And we do get some very nice side to side as well. And that gives us rotation. We also get rotation at the waist. When it comes to the hips, come to about here. So not the best range, but definitely decent. But pretty much about what her last Elite got. Then front kick, not so great. We're not really coming anywhere near 90 there. We do have thigh swivel. We have double jointed knees all the way in half. Then we have boot swivel and perfect point. Absolutely inhuman forward. And then some pretty generous rocker as well. There we go. There we go. So that is articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here she is with the rest of OG Judgment Day. With some other WWE figures. with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some other Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Elite Collection 102 Rhea Ripley figure from Mattel is that this is a really good figure. Overall, I'm happy to see another Rhea Ripley in the Elite line. My only things I kind of wished for here was maybe if they had put in like a second head sculpt, because this is a fine head scan, but I think they could have done more. And would have liked to have seen her look more appropriately jacked. I think they undersold her here, but other than that, like really good, great colors. I love the effect of how they made her ring gear look, and especially with the tattoos under it. So just really cool stuff. But I guess let's keep our fingers crossed that she does get an Ultimate Edition at some point, because that seems possible, especially with how well she's being booked right now. So yeah. Other than that, recommend picking it up absolutely if you're a fan of Rhea Ripley, if you like Judgment Day, WWE, etc. So this is available from various online sources and showing up on store pegs as well. So I wish you the best of luck in finding yours. I'll have a link or links in the description below if you are so interested in picking up online. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that other stuff. But ultimately, I just hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So come on back, let's talk some more toys. Let's just share let's talk about our shared interests. And with all of that being said, I hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.